What's up everyone and welcome back to Pokemon X and Y. We're here in Silage Town because today is actually going to be a bit of a special episode. We're going to be going after a couple of side quests that I actually skipped in the game. I decided that we just beat a gym and the Pokeball Factory, which was kind of important, so let's take a little break from our main adventure and actually go and do these little side quests that I kind of skipped over. So first off, we're here in Silage Town where we can actually come up here and head into what used to be the the connecting cave actually. So let's see if I actually have a repel up, and it looks like I did not. So let's spray a repel, and there's actually a couple of things to get in here with the power of strength, which we apparently don't have a Pokemon with strength, but I'm sure that we can find one here. Let's see, who can use strength? It looks like Binacle can actually learn strength. I actually added a Binacle to my team now, and I'm gonna go ahead and teach his strength. I don't remember who our strength Pokemon was. I believe it was Tyrantrum, so since he's actually been replaced anyway, let's go ahead and get rid of Fury Swipe for strength here on our Binacle, which is the next Pokemon that I'm gonna go ahead and add to the party and train up a little bit. You may also notice a Mareep there in the party because the next little thing that we're gonna do in today's episode is actually gonna be related to Mareep and of course Ampharos. We're gonna be getting a Mega Ampharos. Spoiler, by the way. Anyway, here is TM40 for Aerial Ace, actually a very useful TM that I never got before, so that is actually where that's located. And we might as well use the dowsing machine. There might actually be something around here. Looks like there isn't, so there's actually another boulder that you can push right here. And okay, apparently we can already push it. As you see, the little strength animation there is pretty cool. You actually power up, I guess, with a little bit of sparkly power. This guy here will actually also give you a TM for frustration. And let's see if Mr. Hiker will give us anything. Nope, I guess not. So let's head out of this cave. We've actually already been here before, but we never actually pushed those boulders or got the items for them. So now we do. And for the rest of this episode, we're actually going to be doing a little bit of a side quest area that I skipped over, so I just wanted to quickly go and do that so that I could show you guys. And we're actually going to be heading over to the Sea Spirit's Den, which is back in Coumarine City, but we've got to take the monorail, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this little area or little part just so that we can get there a little faster. So I'll see you in a bit. And by see you in a bit, I meant right now, guys, as we're actually here by Coumarine City. I'm gonna go ahead and spray another repel if I can find them. I always seem to lose myself in repels, but now that we did that little side quest to get Aerial Ace there and whatever the other thing, frustration, let's slow it down a little bit and actually start exploring this area up here. So this is going to be, at least in a little bit, Azure Bay. Why did I I got stuck there for a second. I thought there was some little event, but this is Azure Bay, which is what we're going to be exploring in today's episode. There's actually quite a lot going on here, including a special little stone that we can get. If you guys noticed there, well, we'll get to meet her in just a second here as we fight this guy, or at least if he fights us. I hope he fights us, because I kind of want to fight. No matter how much we fish, the ocean stay blue. So does the ground never change, no matter how much we battle? I don't know. Does it? Does it change? I'm not sure, fisherman. I'm really not sure, but he's actually going to show off Clauncher, which I don't think I've seen before. This is a Pokemon X exclusive Pokemon, and we're actually going to be sending out Silly the Mareep. This is a new team member that I actually have been secretly training in the daycare from you guys. I've kept it a secret all the way back when I picked up Charizard and what was the other thing? Fletchling from the Pokemon Daycare Center thingy. I actually left off an Electrike and a Mareep there. And started training up those. So this is the Mareep that we've been leaving there training for all of this time, and she is actually all the way at level 34 now, so congrats, Silly, you're a wonderful little Mareep. And you might be thinking, Mareep's not very silly looking, you know, it's just a cute and cuddly little electric sheep, but it will be very, very silly looking after the things that I'm gonna do to it. Don't worry, we're gonna whip this Mareep into shape. All we need to do is actually evolve it into Ampharos, but before we can do that, it has to evolve into Flaffy. So here we go. And we've gotten ourselves a Flaffy now. Not quite there just yet, but once we get Ampharos, we're actually, everybody should know about this by now. By the way, do you like my new little beach attire? It's kind of special for this episode since we're going to the beach. I thought, you know, why not do a little change of wardrobe? This is my beach attire. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. Do you have a Mega Ring? Is that what this stone is reacting to? I see. Then you should take this with you. That's right, we're gonna be getting Mega Ampharos, and this is actually where we get the stone for it. If Karina and the Mega Evolution Guru have recognized your skill as a Pokemon trainer, I'm sure you can master the power of your bond with your Pokemon, and that's Mega Stone. So now that we've got the Mega Stone for Ampharos, all we need is an Ampharos, and she's actually pretty close to evolving. Well, one more level and basically our Flappy will actually evolve. Now, one complaint I have about this area is actually the camera angle. Not a huge fan, it's very strange. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of it, but you can see back there, there's this big cave, and I guess we're just gonna explore the rest of this route, and hopefully by the end of it have our Flappy evolve into Ampharos and have a wonderful Mega Ampharos, and indeed looking very silly, so its name will be more fitting. Hello, swimmer. You're looking mighty fine today. It's a nice fine day out on the beach. I wish I brought my swimming trunks. I just kind of have these weird shorts, but I mean, it's the best I could do, girl, so I hope you don't judge me for it. And let's check out Marie's power. I believe she actually has a really good nature, at least one that boosts special attacks, so as good as it can get for an Ampharos. And I'm hoping that Mega Ampharos has a boost to her special attack and not really anything else. All I've really heard about it is that it's got really, really bad speed. And this Flappy has a nature that boosts special attack but lower speed. So I guess it works out in the end. It'll give us even worse speed, but I mean, it already has bad speed to begin with, so I don't think it really matters. Anyway, here's a wonderful little lantern. I don't think Marie can actually deal with that considering it's half electric type, but Skrelp can definitely do the job. Actually, I've noticed Skrelp is very weak, at least at this stage in the game. Our Skrelp hasn't really been doing too much damage, as it actually, Lantern hurts himself there by getting poisoned. Didn't pay attention, but I think it actually got poisoned by our ability, which I think is Poison Point. Either we have Poison Point or we have the thing that poisons them when we hit them, but I think that's only for physical moves, so Sludge Bomb being special, I don't think that would work out, so yeah. Does Sludge Bomb actually have a chance of poisoning? I'm not sure, I don't remember Sludge Bomb. I'm pretty sure it does though, so maybe it was that. Wasn't paying attention as I just said. And I'm still wondering what those little sparkly spots on the water are. Hey look, a Sky Battle. Oh, we actually haven't done one of these yet, and I'm pretty sure we can actually do one with this kid by standing right over here. How do we actually challenge him to a Sky Battle? I don't know, man. I have my Fletchling, so how can we actually get this kid to Sky Battle us? I'm sure that Fletchling can do it, so... Hello? Mr. Sky Battling Trainer? No, you don't want to? Okay, I guess not. Well, we're just gonna ignore him then. But as I was saying, I'm hoping that Skrelp will actually get a little bit better when he evolves, or she actually, because apparently all of my Pokemon right now are female. I really don't know why, man, but all of my Pokemon are female right now, or at least most of them, as we actually get a big pearl there. And this, I just recognized this area from that trailer from before, where, well, it wasn't a trailer, I think it was actually some Pokemon Smash gameplay. The very first time that they showed off surfing in this game, and the Pokemon trainer putting his little bag in, or putting the item into his bag. I didn't recognize it was actually a big pearl though. And actually over on this tiny little island, we find a star piece. Pretty great. We get to add that to our money collection, because money in this game is actually a lot harder to get than usual, or than you'd think. I think that's mainly because I've been spending so much money actually shopping for clothes. I don't know if you guys have recognized or realized or noticed, any word that you want to use there applies. But I do buy a lot of clothing in this game. I don't really know why. I guess it's just a little addiction of mine. I might as well be on that show, you know, my crazy addiction is buying clothes in Pokemon. Unfortunately, the clothes are gonna run out eventually, so I'm gonna have no more clothes that I can buy in Pokemon, and then I'm gonna be very, very sad and, I don't know, probably start doing some crazy things to try and imagine that there's more clothes. But we actually made it all the way back to the exit of this place. There's another Sky Trainer. How do we battle you? Seriously, these Sky Trainers are very weird. I don't understand. I guess we're supposed to stand in a specific spot for them to notice us? Like right here? Will you? There we go. Okay, care for a Sky Battle with a Sky Trainer? Yes! I know. Let's battle! Alright, so our first Sky Battle that we're actually showing on the playthrough. As you see, the Sky Trainers are pretty cray-cray. They've got those, sort of jumpsuit things. I wonder how we're in the air, though. I have no idea, man, but it is actually Talonflame against Fletchling. So let's go for Fly. Fly up higher into the air than you already were. And he's actually going for Acrobatics. That's not going to work out for you, buddy. Whoa, we crashed down into it. And that HP dropped faster than I dropped my phone on the ground. Let's say that. Yeah. I don't really have any good moves against this Pelipper, so we're gonna go for Fly once again, and just hope that it doesn't have Fly, actually. So there we go. Ba-boom! Hit that Pelipper. It actually doesn't take it out in one hit. Let's go for the Flame Charge and see if that actually will take it out. I think it might just do it, so let's go for the Flame Charge just because I don't really feel like waiting the whole turn for Fly to go through again, so Flame Charge it up, and Pelipper does go down. So there you go. That is the little gist of Sky Battles. There's really nothing special about them as far as the battling mechanics go. It's just kind of that you can only use flying or levitating Pokemon in them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and Rock Smash this boulder. There might be some special little Pokemon in here. I don't really know. And we'll find out. It's usually just Binacles and Dwebbles. So let's see what we get here. And yep, a Dwebble. Pretty cool, or standard stuff. I mean, it's not that cool. We've kind of seen a ton of Dwebbles already, but yeah, this is also how you get Binacle, in case you guys were wondering where I got my beautiful Binacle. You actually get it just like that. And by the way, if you're wondering where to get Mareep, it is actually in the route with the Skiddo Ranch. So yeah, I found it in a horde. It was actually pretty rare, but I found a horde of Mareeps and went ahead and caught one. It was pretty tough because I don't have any moves that actually hit multiple Pokemon at once, so I had to defeat them all at once, but finally I did it and caught myself a Mareep, and it just so happened to have a pretty good nature, actually, so it's pretty good. I don't know if it actually had a hidden ability or anything like that, because I know that Horde Pokemon can sometimes have their hidden abilities, and actually there's a heart scale, so for those of you looking for those heart scales, there you go, there's another one. But yeah, I don't know if it actually had its hidden ability or not. Advanced tips! Why is it telling me advanced tips when I'm talking to the rock? That's weird. You can get advanced tips from the rock, apparently. Cool. Well, let's continue surfing around this route and finding out what else there is, because I'm pretty sure there's actually a lot of stuff to get in this little route. Not too many trainers so far, though. I'm kind of hoping that there's some more trainers so we can actually evolve our Mareep and Ampharos, or into Ampharos, or our Flaffy into Ampharos. Here's a giant patch of grass with a deep sea tooth. Oh no, what is that going to do to us? Nothing, actually. It's used to evolve Clamperl into the deep sea tooth. Let's see, I think that is actually into Huntail, and then the deep sea scale, which, look at that, there it is, actually is used to evolve Clamperl into Gorbis. I might be wrong on that one, but the final thing that we get here is TM81 for X-Scissor, or as some people like to call it, Cross Scissor. I don't really know which one is the appropriate one to call it, or I guess the correct name of the move. I guess in the anime sometime they say Cross Scissor, but I'm not too certain on that one. So I'm just gonna go with X Scissor because that's the way I see it. Just like that Pokemon, or sorry, that Digimon show that they had, Digimon X Wars, but apparently it was pronounced Cross Wars. I never got that. I guess X is sometimes pronounced Cross. I guess that's why they call it, well, actually, no, they just call it Tic-Tac-Toe. I was thinking that they called it Crosses and Somethings, but nope, it's just Tic-Tac-Toe. Because in Spanish, what is the name? In Spanish, the name would just be X's and O's, actually. It would translate to that. Or at least the way they called it in Puerto Rico. What is it I'm thinking of? Like, crosses. Crosses are just like plus signs. Like, the X just rotated a few degrees, sort of. Now, that's really weird, but yeah, I don't know. Why do they call it Cross Scissor, then? I have no idea. I guess it is technically a cross, you just have to rotate it a little bit. But this is the Sea Spirit's Den. I'm really not sure what's in here. However, I am sure that back here there is an item, so let's grab that. It's a splash plate, and I think that pretty much wraps up everything that is around this area. There weren't as many trainers as I'd like there to be, so let's head on into the Sea Spirit's Den and actually check it out and see if there's anything inside. Nope. Just a very quiet cave with little droplets of water falling. This is actually kind of peaceful. I think I could actually just chill here for a while. Yep, nothing awkward about this, guys. Just me and the boys having fun out in the town. By the boys, of course, I'm talking about my arms, my guns, you know. My left gun is called Johnny, and my right gun is called Rocket. So together they make Johnny Rocket. Yeah, nothing awkward about that. Hey, look, music again. Alright, so let's actually try and fight some wild Pokemon, I guess, and try to evolve this Flaffy into Ampharos, because I just want Mega Ampharos, man. That is all that I wanted out of this episode, and we haven't gotten it so far, and I'm very disappointed that we didn't get to it, because, man, I just want my Mega Ampharos. How long is it going to take for you to evolve, silly? You silly Willy. Why are you setting up them toxic spikes? They're just gonna sink into the water. Do you realize that your toxic spikes literally just sinked into the water, Tentacool? Do you realize what you just did? You've just contaminated the ocean with your toxic spikes by tossing them in there. You're despicable, man. You're a despicable me. I don't like it when you do these kinds of things. Alright, so let's actually go and take on that other Pokemon Sky Battle Trainer guy. I believe that actually the EXP share still works with them. So yeah, I'm just gonna ignore this Tentacool here. Well, I guess we already beat him, so might as well not ignore him. I was about to say, let's just cut to the Sky Battle, but I mean, we're pretty much already there, so let's head on downwards a little more. And yep, we already reached this little island. Let's actually see what's in here, because I'm pretty sure we have like NKs. I don't know what else there is on this island, but in that trailer gameplay thing that I talked about, we saw an NK. Hey, look, it's a Slowpoke. Maybe this Slowpoke will actually give us enough experience to evolve. I actually think it will, so let's go ahead and go for the discharge on the Slowpoke. And this should give us enough experience to actually evolve our Flappy into Mega Ampharos, or, well, just Ampharos for now, but soon enough, it'll be Mega Ampharos. And here we go. Let's get ourselves an Ampharos. Ampharos, where is your hair? Where is it? Why are you bald? Oh, wait. It's the other way around. Alright, so let's go and give our wonderful Ampharos the stone that it has been deserving of its entire life. As we use / give an item, we go all the way down and give it the Ampharosite. Go and become a beautiful Mega Pokemon. Switch the lucky egg. Alright. I feel like I should get a cool trainer to battle, but we're probably not going to, so let's just go for a Slowpoke. I really just want to see Mega Ampharos, man. This is literally the entire time we've been playing X and Y. Whoa, a horde of Slowpokes, actually. I believe Discharge works on all Pokemon, doesn't it? So, you know what? Let's go ahead and fight. No running, we're men. Mega Evolution activate, and Discharge actually does hit all of them. So, here we go, guys. It's morphin' time, as we got Mega Ampharos and her glorious mane of hair. Oh man, this is awesome. We've got Mold Breaker now, we've got that discharge power going, we've got that dragon type, and boom! Get owned, Slowpokes, get owned! Oh, that was so cool. Why was that so satisfying? Man, that was just Mega Ampharos, guys. So that has been it for this episode. I know it was a little weird. I decided to do the side quest thing, but hey, we got to experience Mega Ampharos, which is one of the things that I was most hyped for in this game. So guess we're just kind of moving our shoe. All right, next time we'll continue with the actual plot of the game, or the advancing in the story. Yeah, leave a like for Mega Ampharos, and I'll see you guys next time.